uh, here we go again, right? mm. Oh my God. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Before we proceed, please understand that this, my friends, is not financial advice. You are more than free to do whatever you like with your money, and so am I. And that being said, you guys already know everything, definitely everything tastes better with Casper. Today we're about to do the same thing we do every day. First, the non-believers, man. First, we look at the market performance for the past 24 hours. Right after that, we check on prices in details, and right after that, we look on our positions. Are we buying Lambos yet? I know, right? I know. Well, you do you, I do me, and God bless America. That's all I can tell you, okay? Anyways, guys, it is funny. Every time, like when you look at it, you start to see people. It's like if you really look at somebody in the face today, right now, not tomorrow, not after tomorrow, right now, and ask the person. Let me just say, if I look at you in your face, you who is watching this video right now, and I ask you, what do you really want? What do you want? I guarantee to you that 99.9% of the people today don't know what they want. They don't. And I'll tell you the reason why I'm saying so. In this journey, I'll tell you, in this my millionaire journey that I started a couple of years ago, I have met different people in this journey. Good one, bad ones, middle class, all of them. I've met people. And being the kind of person I am, I like to categorize people. Okay? You know, people like, okay, I think the first thing that they don't know the difference between different terms. Okay? We have financially free. It's one. Okay? We have another one, financial stable. This is two. We have just want to pay my bill. That's three. Okay? And we have the ship goes left, we all go left. Four kind of people. Now, if you ask, what do you want? Because, hey, excuse me. The truth is, for you to be able to achieve something, you have to know what you want. That's the truth. If you want to become a multi-millionaire, you are not going to be looking at things that people are just want to pay the bills and go move on with their life. You're not going to be looking over there, right? If you just want to pay your bill and move on, you are not going to be looking at things like somebody like me who wants generational wealth. You're not going to look at that. You just want a job that will pay you good money, and you pay the bills and your life is good. Okay? That's a different thing. People like me who look for generational wealth, we're not looking for just that job. I'm looking for all the avenues, everything that will, like I told you guys, a good plan at the end of every year. If I ended this year with extra $20,000, for example, next year, I want to end the year with $40,000. I always want to be higher than where I was yesterday. You see, that's the difference. And now you come over there. These people, you can also categorize them in different ways. There are those who will come like, okay, if I tell you, listen, this bracelet I'm holding, this one right here, maybe if you buy it and keep it 10 years from now, it'll be worth 50K. There are people who will be like, okay, that's a bracelet. How much is it right now? $5. Okay, I will buy it. If I lose, it's just $5. But what if after those years it's actually $50,000? You see? You'd be like, okay, you know what? I got nothing to lose, right? Just buy the bracelet and wait the years. There are other people that will come over there, they'll look at that bracelet and they'll look at me and go, yeah, you full of shit. I ain't touching it. Okay? Good for you. And there are others who will come over there, they'll look at it and be like, yeah, $5 to $50K, it sounds very tempting. They'll buy the bracelet. But after 2 years, guess what? Bracelet goes from $5 to, let's say, $200. They're gonna sell it. Hey, I only spent $5 and I'm selling at 200. They made their money on the move, right? Now, time goes by. Years down the line, the bracelet becomes $50,000. He who bought it for $5 with, you know what, I don't give a crap, whatever happens, happens, looks at it, oh my God, I'm glad I took that chance. Celebrating, jumping hoops, and blah, blah, blah. He who said like, yeah, you're full of crap. Oh shit, I missed the highest opportunity of my life. Right? And he who bought it and sold at $200, yeah, you know what, at least I made some money out of it. But the fourth person, because they missed the 3 opportunities, they're going to call you all names in the book. You understand? They're going to call you all that stuff. And all that beginning with one thing. They did not know what they want. Now, all this I'm talking about, what do I mean by all this? You remember when I told you follow the trends, right? Follow the trends is like the bracelet being worth nothing right now. And in the future, it will be worth 50K. That's exactly what I meant by that, okay? For example, Casper. Casper is one of them. And when you do your research, okay, you will find out that, listen, starting from the founders, that's the first thing I usually look at. Okay, you tell me the chicken can fly. Okay. What kind of animal is the chicken? Is it a bird? Yep. Okay, we know that there are some birds that cannot fly. Characteristics of birds that can fly. They have the wing this long, they can do this, blah, blah, blah. Which of those characteristics the chicken has? You see? By the time you start to look at it like, actually, I think a chicken can fly. You're right with that. Same thing with projects. I will sit here and I'll tell you guys, Casper is the real Bitcoin. And this is what I was telling you guys months and months ago. I knew what I want. Generational wealth. Which means if I get into Casper when it was nothing, years from now when that thing is $100, $200, $300, $400, and I look at that stash, be like, hell yeah, I did get what I wanted to. And I don't know about you guys, my window is short. I'm retiring at 45. I already told you guys this. So I got 5 years to go. Right? So I will do anything possible to hit my goal. And now, I remember the first time I mentioned this, saying that Casper is the real Bitcoin. There was this Bitcoin maxi. Man, me and the guy went back and forth on X, private DMs and stuff like that. Me being me, hey, I don't want to put the person's name out there because now we are good friends. I'm telling you, we are very good friends right now. He's been piling on Casper left and right. He came out, yeah, Casper can never be Bitcoin. Bitcoin is this, Bitcoin is that, blah, blah, blah. And mind you, this was almost a year and a half ago. Today, go to X. What do you see? Bitcoin maxis, they have started to convert to Casper, just like I predicted a year and a half ago. What do you see? See? I'm telling you, follow the trends. When you follow the trends, they're going to lead you to big money. And that's exactly what's going to happen with Casper. And many people still can't catch it yet. Somebody, like just yesterday, when I made the video about banks changing, adapting to the situation, I got another DM. This guy talking about, well, if that's the case, then Bitcoin will be king. I just started laughing. I said again, it looks like you are not really watching the videos. Nobody is talking about Bitcoin. And the reason why, again, I'm thinking Casper is going to dethrone Bitcoin is simple. The use cases. What was the vision for Bitcoin? Peer-to-peer money, right? The Satoshi's vision, right? What is the vision for Bitcoin right now? You cannot do peer-to-peer money with Bitcoin. It cannot happen, right? And everybody else and their grandmama still cannot grasp it. I've been telling you, the hype is still there. And because of that hype, that is why I am still holding my Bitcoin. Time is coming when that hype is going to be null, zero. It's coming because, like, listen, I cannot buy a simple $1. One thing that is worth $1 in the store, if you use Bitcoin to buy that, you will end up paying $20. That's number one. Number two, it is crazy expensive to maintain the Bitcoin network. Very expensive. That's number two. Number three, you will see that first of all, this store of value myth that is there, you are going to hear them once Casper starts to get to that market cap. 1 trillion, 2 trillion, you will hear. Everybody and their grandmama, we are going to have us Casper's ETF. Oh, Casper is the best thing before the slice, after the sliced bread was invented. I mean, you have not seen yet. You are about to see. Excuse me for a second. Sorry about that. You are going to hear it, and this is something I've been waiting, man. I'm waiting for so long to try to see what the excuse is going to be once Casper gets there. You know, we have already started to see the movement, right? You've seen the people who at first they didn't even want to talk about Casper, maybe because they did not do their research, maybe because they don't know where to start, or maybe because some people have their hates stuck in the bucket. They don't want to see anything else until they lift up and start to see, hey, the Satoshi's vision, Bitcoin is not up to it. The Satoshi vision is now getting fulfilled by Casper. And when you look at it from 2009, 2010, the same name that kept coming up in every blockchain that is available is the same person behind Casper. See? It's coming. Everything is just like... man, guys. I am so excited. Just thinking about it, I get so excited. I know, you tell somebody, $10 Casper is closer than you think. And they look at you and laugh. Okay, not a problem. People will call you names in the book. Maybe because they are so frustrated that they did not listen to you when you were saying it. And it's happening right in front of them. Instead, they will bring another narrative. Like this Bitcoin Maxi, there's another guy, now he has started to convert too, just like my other friend. First thing he was like, no, when you get to November, December, that is when the market is going to run and this and that. And I was just looking at him laughing. No, I'm serious and this and that. I said, dude, listen. Why do you think the government cuts the interest rate? And he looked at me and goes, well, inflation, when inflation starts to get worse, they have no any other option than to cut the interest rate. I say, yeah, you sure? You are right about that. But look at inflation nowadays. At first, yeah, it was bad. Where is it now? And he kept quiet. I say, you see, this is what I have been telling you guys for months now, almost over a year, telling you that this run is not like the others. Everything you look at is not like the others. I mean, when you look at it, first, inflation, that was our last hope. Be like, okay, if inflation is out of control, they're going to cut rates and money is going to go brrr, you know. That was one. But I noticed something, the way they were buying the bonds. And I was like, that's something right. Not only that, I also noticed when the banks, commercial banks, also got involved with that. So yeah, Uncle Sam is trying to do damage control. We know the trade wars caused this dollar to really crap to crowd down. And that is something that I think, if you ask me, I think it was planned. I think the government knew that that will happen, and they did it anyways. Okay? Now, they kind of shake a lot of people out. There were many countries who were holding U.S. Treasury bonds. They were holding it. But when the trade war started, they sold. And that's selling them, okay? Guess what? The U.S. bought majority of them back. So, all that trade that we had against China, against any other country, that trade is almost gone. And that's what I was looking at. Again, coming to the same thing I always tell you guys. Follow the trends. If you follow the trends, it will lead you to the money. Right? And I know still people are going to be asking me, what do I mean? Listen, they are not going to print like they were supposed to. If you had gotten to Casper, for example, okay, I told you 5 cents was the bottom. And a lot of you, I do remember a lot of you telling me, no, we're going back to 1 cent. And I kept telling you, it ain't happening. Okay? Where are we today? If you had gotten to Casper when that was happening, you would have been up tremendously today. Because Casper is like 9 cents right now as we speak, or close to it. Right? Would have been up like that. And I know a lot of people are just stuck into a situation when they go up, boom, like a meme coin, like green candles. But they forget, the fastest goes up like that, many people make a lot of money faster, and it dropped on you because they don't have fundamentals. They are not like Casper is. Bitcoin is another one. When I started telling you guys, hey, wink, wink, okay, wink, wink, on the spot market, you are not going to be able to make enough money with Bitcoin going at this rate. But on leverage, which again I don't recommend, but if you know how to do it, you're going to make money. If you remember the price of Bitcoin when I started telling you this, we were sitting at what, 83,000, and I told you, pay attention, July, August, and here we are. July, Bitcoin took off. We are sitting at $120-some thousand as we speak. See? Follow the trends. And how did I know this? Because I followed the market trends. And again, a lot of people calling me crazy when I'm telling you, I don't think this bull run is going to last that long. Because again, we were expecting the interest rate to get cut because of inflation. But the way I'm looking at it, they have inflation or almost have it under control. Therefore, yeah, I don't think the interest rate is going to matter a lot. As a matter of fact, the reason why you're seeing Bitcoin running like this, everybody and their grandmama, they are front running the market. And y'all call me crazy, but I saw this coming a long time ago. And this is why I was telling you guys to pay attention to these months, because this is going to happen, right? And what do you see? It has started to happen. It is funny, guys. It is so funny. Like you try to show people you want to be rich. Yes. You want to be financially free. Yes. Financially stable. Yes. You want all those things, but you are not paying attention. Casper, my friend. Casper. Next week, smart contracts go live. You're about to start seeing something you've never seen before. It is going to start even. You see what we are doing right now? Some people are saying is that buy the rumor, sell the news event, blah, blah, blah. You're about to find out. You are about to find out. You want to be rich? Casper, my friends. Casper is going to take over. I told you a year and a half ago, 99.9% of the stablecoin transactions is going to happen on Casper. And when that starts to happen, you will figure out the difference between khaki and leather. They look alike, but they are not the same. You will figure that one out. And yet, people are still looking. Again, stablecoin transaction, all that banking system, even with Uncle Jerome come out and told you from his own mouth, banks can now do crypto transaction. And we were talking about all that almost a year and a half ago when I told you, Quant, pay attention to Quant. Quant already have the infrastructure already for that. They already have it. Like I told you, you follow the team, follow the development, let it happen, and then the price action will follow, right? Quant already have all that in place. And by the time the stablecoins legislation passes through and our good friend Margex Trumpicius stamps his name on it, it's going to be too late for a bunch of people. As a matter of fact, you see Quant right now. You see how it is running. It's not XRP, my friends. It's not. It's not Chainlink. It's not. Well, you will find out. You will find out, just like a bunch of people, they have started to wake up to it. Be like, okay, what's going on here? If you had listened when I told you, buy 10,000 Caspers. Now, how much is 10,000 Caspers now? I like to show you. I'm not a guy that just talk about it. I like to show you. For example, okay, let's go. When we started talking about this, where's my calculator? Right here. When we was talking about this, Casper was what, 4 or 5 cents? So 10,000 Casper times 5 cents, that was $500, right? Now 10,000 Casper is gonna cost you almost twice what it would have cost you when I first told you this. So right now we are almost 9 cents. See, almost double of what it would have cost you. Sorry. See, and we have not even started. We have not even started. Again, you want to be rich, you get shown something. But because, again, people are, oh yeah, Coinbase, Binance is not listing it. And I gave you the reasons why. Binance has a base, BNB chain. Coinbase has a base chain. Those two, Casper is a threat to those things. Because if Casper goes live, those things, yeah, well, you know what? We better start watching from next week. When Casper's smart contracts go live, you are about to start seeing slowly what I am talking about. Okay, it's nothing like something from the moon or from another nebula or something. You are about to start seeing it, and then you will understand why I'm telling you. If you're holding Casper, you are about to make you an insane amount of money, short term. Long term, even better, because guess what? Igra Lab testnet goes live this month. After that, you have Sparkle. Listen, everybody has been talking about real world asset tokenizing, blah blah blah, this and that. How many of them have they really shown it to you? That's something that hit me the other day. All these coins, they're all talking about real world assets, real world this, RWA. Show me. How many of them have they shown you? Real estate on the chain. Have you seen it? Nope. But Casper with Sparkle, they already have that ecosystem. Go and look. If you think I'm not telling you the truth, go and look. They already have that real world asset tokenizing. They already have that ecosystem. The only thing left right now is Sparkle smart contracts to go live. That way they link that ecosystem to Casper together and it starts to work. I'm telling you, it's like a bunch of people call me like cuckoo on my head when I tell you Casper is a $10 coin and it's gonna happen before you even know it. I know, I'm telling you, and it's like, yeah, people are not paying attention. Okay, that's fine by me. I told you, Quant is a $5,000 coin, and still people don't pay attention to it until it starts to happen. Which again, everything has started like falling in place like a dominoes effect. Remember the first time we talked about Quant? What did I tell you? Now what do you see? Banks, yeah, you can now do crypto. Oh yes, this law of stable coins. Oh yeah, you can now provide those services. It's coming slowly and steady, but it's going to be there. And that is how you build generational wealth. That's how you build that wealth that you were looking for. Highs and lows on Pepe meme coin, on Crashilandia, on this and that. That is how you do find that wealth. Follow the trends, and the trends will lead you to the green candles. But if you chase green candles, they are going to lead you to hot potatoes. That's that's how easy that is. There's no two ways about it, right? Anyways, yeah, I'm telling you, man, a lot of people are going to cry. But you want to see it on this channel, and we will cover it all, because I told you it's my millionaire journey, and in my millionaire journey, I televise everything that I'm doing. It's coming. You remember my positions, right? A month and a half, 2 months ago, those things was like what, $2,000-$3,000, and everybody was calling for Reg City. If those coins were not moving like I told you they were going to do, what is my positions today? And that is just the beginning. We're still in July. We haven't hit August, and we are not even close to September yet. You are about to find out. Money's there. Money is not going to trickle down. It's not going to happen. Follow the trends, and you will find those green candles. Anyways, yeah, let's go right quick. Let's go look at how the market has been performing for the past 24 hours, okay? If you do that, we're going to look for our good friends. Oh, come on. Crypto bubbles right here. Like everybody else and their grandmama, right? See? There you go. Bitcoin taking a breather on the past hourly, and look at this. See? I told you, money is not going to trickle down. These coins that have been down 99%, they are only coming up a little bit, okay? Listen, all they're doing is put that little taste of candy in your mouth. And when you feel like, yeah, I'm there, yeah, they won't pull it off. And once they do, you'll be left holding the hot potato. Again, it is happening. Anyways, now, if you go look at this, let's see. I'm going to start with King Kaspa, KAS. What do we have? For the past hour, again, Bitcoin is dropping. Everything is going. For the past hour, 1.5% down, 5.6% up on the day, 12.7% up on the week, 23.1% up on the month, and 48.8% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $2.43 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at $119.03 million. See, I told you. I said pay attention to the volume, right? And then what do you see? that is the funniest thing ever, okay? Now, looking at the QNT, the banker's coin, what do we have? Again, look at the hourly. Just like I told you, Bitcoin is doing its thing. Everything's going to do the same, right? For the past hour, 1.3% down, 1.5% up on the day, 4% up on the week, 8.2% up on the month, and 44.3% up on the year, sitting at the market cap of $1.67 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at $30.02 million. Now we look at Jasmine, the Japanese Bitcoin, which again is going to do exactly what Bitcoin does. You see? 0.8% down the last hour, 0.6% up on the day, 28% up on the week. You see? I told you, right? 28.1% up on the month and 44.9% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $807 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $69.82 million. Looking at Cubic, high risk, high reward, what do we have? 0.6% down the last hour, 3.7% up on the day, 18.2% up on the week, 1.2% down on the month, and 40.4% down on the year, sitting at a market cap of $193.32 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $6.32 million. Now, last but the least, the big orange guy. See, it is doing its thing for the last hour. That's why everything else is doing the same thing for the last hour. 0.6% down the last hour, 0.7% up on the day, 6.4% up on the week, 11.5% up on the month, and 82.1% up on the year, sitting at the market cap of $2.36 trillion and a 24 hours volume traded at $49.47 billion. Okay, now let's go look at prices in details right quick. I gotta get out of here. I need to go to work. So we look at trading view. What do we have? First of all, let's see here. Dixie, let's see, where's the Dixie doing? Come on. Dixie going down, Bitcoin going up. Yeah, this is what we want to see. Inverse correlation, as you guys can see, but the Bitcoin is going. But okay, look at Casper, okay? Exactly like I told you guys yesterday, right? You remember? I was telling you, W forming and it's breaking out. So it's going to come back to retest. That's why I told you guys, right? And a lot of you didn't pay attention. If you did, congratulations, okay? If you go look at it on the 4-hourly, let's see. I told you TA will not help you here until we hit our targets. Or we're just looking at the prices in details. We are in, like, you remember those 3 moves, right? Before the trade, during the trade, and after the trade. Right now, we are during the trade because we have to hit that 10 or 10.3 cents first. Anyways, so if you look, we are doing exactly the same. Remember I was telling you guys yesterday, everybody and their grandmama was running for the hill like, oh, we are damn. Look, we're doing this, and I told you, no, pay attention to the ribbon. Ribbon is still facing upwards. And remember, we had that big candle, just like this one right now. See how low it came? This kind of candles always get eaten up. We came close to that 10 cents. Came close. As you can see, yeah, ribbon is up. Moving average is also going up. So yeah, there is still a lot of bullish momentum on this. But I wouldn't advise you to enter a trade right now because, yeah, this right here is not advisable. I'm telling you. Okay, if I were you, I wouldn't do it. If you look at it on the daily, what do you have? Okay, remember, I told you, first target, we made it already, 9 cents. Second target is there, 10 cents. That's what we're looking for. Okay, so far we get, like I always tell you guys, price always gets attracted to the moving average, and that's what happened. It got attracted, got rejected. But the biggest thing we can see here now is the ribbon. See, I told you, it's still red, but it was curving. By the time this thing turned green, price action will be long gone. It will be so high. That's why I'm telling you, you are looking at it or yourself. Now, for me, the price targets are still the same. Nothing has changed, okay? First price target we are looking for is 10 cents. After 10 cents, we do have 15 cents. After that, we do have 18 cents, then 19, and after that 20 cents, which was the all-time high, then into price discovery. I think we are about to see this thing do this way before you can even say hello. It is coming. It is coming, guys. It is almost here. It's coming, okay? Now let's go look at Quant right quick. QNT, the banker's coin, and the coin a lot of people love to hate. As you can see, just like I was telling you guys yesterday, right? What do you see? The same. Just like Casper, be a little bit patient because there is a big resistance at 125. So for me, I wouldn't enter a trade if I didn't have one. Okay, because right now we are fighting to try to break that $125. Okay, if you look at it on the 4-hourly, and you will see, I told you, see the inverse head and shoulder. If you want to, again, if I didn't have a trade, I wouldn't enter one. But if I was feeling that ambitious, I will enter it and make sure that my liquidation is way low, like $80 or something like that. That's what I would do. Because right now, this move you're looking at, that inverse head and shoulder, has a target of $151. That's what Quant is doing. But we have that big resistance at $125. A lot of people are not paying attention to it, okay? Everybody else is calling you, I don't know, whatever they are calling. But hey, I told you yesterday, pay attention to the ribbon, didn't I? Because we came and retested the former resistance, turned into support, and pay attention to the ribbon. There is still a lot of bullish momentum on this thing. I told you, right? And that's exactly what Quant is doing. The price targets are still the same. First, $125. After that, $151. After that, $164. Then $176. Once we close a daily candle on that $176, you're about to see $230. And right after that, the all-time high. You're about to start seeing these things. And I told you, pay attention. July, August, maybe September. If there is still bullish momentum, then yes, we keep the price, we keep the shop open. If not, I'm gonna close mine. I don't know about you. You can do whatever you want to do. Okay, Jasmine, yeah, there is no point doing TA on Jasmine. I told you, Jasmine is going to run until we hit that 2.3 cents. For me, that is where I will start to look at Jasmine closely, because we need to see Jasmine break 2.3 cents. But so far, it has been going exactly like I told you. Okay, Bitcoin has been going up, Jasmine is going to follow. As you guys can also see, ribbon still green, going upwards. Look at the moving average facing upwards. If you look at it on the 4-hourly, nothing changed, still the same, just like I told you will happen, right? Breaking towards that 2.3 cents. That's why for me, I'm not really doing TA on Jasmine right now, because everything is playing out just like I told you. Price always gets attracted to the moving average, and just like I told you with Casper, see that ribbon? Still red, but it's facing upwards. By the time it turns green, Jasmine's price will be long gone. You guys already know this. If you pay attention, then you're good. If you did not, I don't know what to tell you. Price targets are still the same. 2.3 cents, that's the first major resistance. After that, 3.8 cents. And right after that, 4.5 cents. After that, 6 cents. We are going. Man, I'm so excited. I can't wait to see what my positions are gonna look like in September. I can't wait to see. Okay, anyways, yeah, now let's go right quick. Let's go look at the big guy, the big orange guy, which again, I know you didn't pay attention. If you did, then you're good. I told you, right? We go past my line, it's gonna run. We got this one, is going to drop. And as you can see, I told you, this is why I kept saying $150,000. Let me just zoom it out, because this inverse head and shoulder has a target at $160,000. Okay, so when we get there, yeah, I don't know. I seriously don't know. We will get there, we will reevaluate the market. But as you can see, my cheat code on you, they have always worked, right? Go past the purple line, market drops. Go past the green line, market pumps. The red ones are just the little equation numbers that are on our magician, Trumpicius Magicius, throw some dates out there, and I like to keep them in red just to see what is going to happen. But so far, everything, just like I told you, is happening like that. I told you. Pay attention. July, August, maybe September. I'm putting a maybe there because when we get there, we don't know how the market is going to react. But I tell you, Bitcoin is going to be there, 160, 170,000. That's when you're about to see it. And Casper, I am so excited. That money is coming. Anyways, guys, let's go right quick. Let's go look at my positions. But before we do that, please do not get into leverage position if you don't know what you're doing. It is so simple. You can lose your money. That's simple as that. But if you want to venture into it, down below I do have the links. Bydfi, Phemex, Margex, and Wix Exchange. Sign up using those links. Once you do, you can do one thing. You have to meet their deposit requirements. If you meet them, they are going to give you free money. Once you get that free money, it's in thousands. Once you get it, take $100 or $50 out. Don't rush, man. Don't rush. There is always an entry. There is always. But if you lose your money, it wouldn't matter if there is thousands entries. So please, you need to practice. Once you've learned that, you add your own little spices, because nobody can teach you how to trade. You have to learn that on your own, making mistakes here and there. Okay? Once you've gone through all that stuff, then you can start to trade. But if you don't and you rush into it, my friend, there's always a brand new spot for somebody new in Rec City. There is always a brand new one. That city is always expanding. And don't say I didn't warn you. But anyways, yeah, let's go right quick. Let's go look at my positions. First, we're going to start with Bydfi. There, you guys already know I am trading King Casper and Quanti. Quanti. You guys do remember, right? Now you see my overall here is sitting at 14,700. Okay, let me refresh. Let's see where we at. Okay, 14,400. That's where we're sitting at right now. If you look at my contracts, you will see that here Casper is doing way better. You remember a couple of days ago, this thing was down 68%. I am still down 50%, which is 4,500. We are coming. It's getting there, right? It's coming. And for my quant, you can see I am up 16%, which is $1,700 approximately. I told you, this is how I trade. Okay, you can pause this and you can look at my numbers if you're interested in doing so. Okay, but anyways, now next one we're gonna be on Phemex. On Phemex, you guys know I am trading King Casper and the Japanese Bitcoin. Just me. My overall today is sitting at $9,500, as you guys can see. It's getting there, right? If you look at my contract, you see my Jasmine, I am still down 66. Man, I remember when this position was down 95%. but it is up today. It's still down 66%, which is $7,200. And for my Casper, you see, Casper has started to take off. You guys remember I was breaking even yesterday. Today, I am up 12%, which is $530. You can see. Look at that yourself, okay? We are getting there. You can pause the video if that's what you're interested in doing. Okay, and you can look at my numbers. Now, last but not the least, Wix exchange. On Wix, you guys know I am trading King Kaspa, and I am in a competition with a good friend of mine. I want to prove him wrong. So, yeah, I'm using Quant and he's using Crashilandia, Solana. The same amount of money, the same leverage and everything. Let's see who wins this one. But today, as you guys can see, my overall, I am sitting at $6,400. A couple days ago, not even a week ago, week and a half, this thing was sitting down at $2,000 or $3,000. Y'all remember? Go look at my videos. You will see the proof is there. But anyways, if you look at the contracts, you will see that here on my quant, I am up 181%, which is $2,400. And on my Casper, I am up 24%, which is $431. See, it is taking shape. You can pause the video if that's what you wish to do, and then you can look at my numbers if that's what you're interested in doing. But here, you can see it's taking shape. I told you I will show you my position, each of these accounts in 6 figures. And you will see. Because now what we are looking for is my strategy, right? My strategy is simple. The money we're going to make on our way up there, like let's see, if you pause the videos, you will see the biggest position I have is $10,000. But on our way down, when the market starts to tumble, when I start to short Bitcoin, I want to have at least $300,000 or $400,000 positions on the way down. Because, hey, meme coins, the price to go up is unknown. Nobody knows. But the price downwards, that one is definitely known. That one is definitely known. And I tell you, man, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Sui, Sei, there's a bunch of other ones. I'm going to short the living Jesus out of them. And you guys will be witnesses to that. And to do that, I need 10 positions on each of these accounts. To do that, I need these ones to go up, take some to enjoy myself. Others, I already explained to you how I cut my accounts in 4. And 1/4 of that, we're going to short the living Jesus of these positions. And you will see. Okay? Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching my videos. Please don't forget to subscribe. I am trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers. Also, don't forget to like and comment. I am interested in knowing what you think about everything we talked about. It's generational wealth, my friends. Wealth. If you're looking for wealth, I'm pointing to the right place. But do your research, okay? And then you can confirm what I'm saying. Also, don't forget to share so that other millionaire-minded attitude like you and yours truly, we can see these videos and the family can grow. You never know what you're going to learn from a stranger, right? Anyways, until I see you in my next one, let's go get that money. Bye-bye.